Hey guys, how is everyone? Doing well, I hope. I trust. Oh, it's nice and warm actually here. 66 degrees in Richmond. Hey there. Hey, I just wanted to jump on real quick, guys, and hopefully a lot of you have already read this, but I cannot encourage you enough to read what David Wilcock and Goode wrote. Hello. That's posted on Divine Cosmos. It's the latest article, if you scroll down to the bottom, that they wrote together. Parts of it are written by David Wilcock, other parts are written by Goode. David also stepped in for Goode the other night on a Fade to Black interview with Jimmy Church that you can find pretty easily on YouTube if you search. Yeah, and I gotta tell you, that update is mind-blowing, and I absolutely think that my opinion and my discernment, my resonation tells me that Goode is 100% authentic, as is David Wilcock, who I think is just brilliant and has been the biggest thorn in the side that I'm aware of in the Luciferian pedophile cabal's downfall. Anyway, so I wanted to urge you, go to TheLightReports.com and check out that article. It's a pretty long read, but it also gives you some backstory as well for anybody who's not followed Corey and Goode's story and David Wilcock. But man, it's going to a whole nother level now. Things are looking very positive. Both here on this planet and around the planet and in our solar system. And it's like this, if you haven't looked up the what's it called, not Oahu, but they named the cigar-shaped asteroid. And if you look on NASA's website, they clearly acknowledge that this thing isn't an asteroid. Well, if it's this long cigar-shaped object that's traveling at 16 miles per second, and for various reasons they're saying, hey, this is not an asteroid, then any reasonable person has to ask themselves, what the heck is it? And that is addressed also in Goode's update. So yes, we are. And I think that's even talked about in Corey's article, is that there was a possibility not very long ago that things could go down a very negative timeline, and a very negative timeline. And, through our powers, our co-creative powers, and, realizing those powers and manifesting a positive future, this is exactly what's happening, folks. So please do your best not to allow doom and gloom thoughts to come into your mind, or thinking the worst. Just always think the best, because you actually are creating that future. And I think that's going to be really obvious to everyone very soon. Here's another thing I just had to mention. I try not to get into this kind of stuff, but how Donald Trump apparently, well, some people who attended the closed-door meeting are saying we didn't hear him say that, but like Lindsey Graham, who, if that guy's not a Luciferian, pedophile, Kabbalist, NWO, I don't know what is, but he's come out and said that Trump, and Dick Durbin came out and said Trump called Haiti a shithole in the closed-door meeting. And, my only comment to that, in the media, they're just, the progressives' heads are exploding, and it's like, my only comment to that is, okay, if he did say it, which I'll just go on the assumption he said it, perhaps it wasn't the best judgment, but at the same time, he said it in a closed-door meeting. And then what do? They go take it public. So it wouldn't have done any harm to our national prestige or relations with Haiti or anything else had it just remained closed door, okay? It just would have been something that the people in the meeting could have said, hey, that's not the right thing to say, But instead, they took it public. So if there's any harm done by the statement, it's actually the people who take that crap public who are doing harm. But the second thing is, and I got nothing against the Haitian people. I actually feel sorry for them, because it's funny how the media can scream up and down, jump up and down, and pee their pants. And it's in every publication about how Trump allegedly called Haiti a shithole. And yeah, that's, oh, I just cut this. Am I still on? Yeah, I'm still on. I thought I cut it off, sorry. And, but there's nothing about the fleecing of Haiti by the Clinton Foundation, where they solicit the world for hundreds of millions of dollars in donations. And Haitian people will tell you, they never got any benefit from that. It was thievery. And the other thing is, I strongly suspect that the Clintons are trafficking a large number of children out of Haiti and took advantage of that situation down there. Nary a peep out of the media on that, but call the place a shithole, and oh my God, their heads explode. And third of all, honestly, if you're gonna call a place a shithole, which has nothing, well, I guess it does have something to do with the people, because they're the ones who either make it a shithole or make it a paradise. But Haiti would qualify as a shithole. I mean, let's be honest, folks. Their infrastructure is crap. Their GDP is crap. You know, their agriculture's crap. They got their cities are crap. I mean, come on. It is a country that unfortunately is just grossly lagging behind. Now, what the reasons are for that, I don't know. But then he's accused of racism for, okay, well, Haiti's primarily, you know, populated by black folks. Well, you know what? There's a lot of other places that are populated by black folks that are doing a whole lot better than Haiti. So it's like, then they twist that and turn it into a racist thing. And it's like, look, let's get real. Haiti has some serious problems, and let's get to the core of that. One of the big problems is that a lot of the money that the world donated to them after the earthquake didn't make it to them via the Clinton Foundation. They were pillaged. Oh, hold on, TJ. So anyway, I just thought that was, yeah, I thought that was, it just shows you how duplicitous the media is. It's just repulsive. But, you know, they're all part of the Luciferian pedophile racket, and they know they're all going down in this. And you just like the people at Twitter who are trying to silence people like me, you know, it just got proved by, and if you haven't seen this also, I'll talk about this, Project Veritas, who I love those guys, man, they do a great job. They have caught top wigs and engineers at Twitter admitting to shadow banning. And I'm going to tell you, I've been a victim of shadow banning for a long time, probably even prior to Pizzagate and Pedogate. And that's because I speak the truth on Twitter. Now, I have almost 1,900 followers. That number is always increasing. I'm sure they are manually removing people and have been for a long time from my account. But it's very rare that I ever even get 5 likes on a post. And it's like, look, I understand, you know, maybe my content isn't always the greatest stuff, but really, if this is going through 1,900 people's feeds, or let's say half of those even are active, 900, 950, and I'm not getting 5 likes a lot. So anyway, this is a message, a shout out to all these Nazis, because that's what you are at Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Google. And I've told you this before. I don't know exactly the logistics of how this is going to work, but I just know in my heart that I'm going to have the ability to come after you and hold you accountable, because I consider you some of the top criminals against humanity, because you're conspiring to keep the truth down. You know, these tools that have been and will continue to be used to liberate humanity, you're just doing everything you can to stop that from happening through your Nazi censorship. So you guys are going to be held accountable individually as people. It's not just, oh, Twitter sucks. We got your names. We know who you are. You know, it's no secret who's making these decisions at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. And you're going to be held accountable for your crimes. So you better fess up, and you better stop doing what you're doing, okay? And anyway, that's about it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. So please check on that Project Veritas video about Twitter and shadow banning. If you have any doubt that these social media pigs are not completely controlled by the Luciferian pedophiles and trying to silence people like us. And then, you know, also be sure. It's a long read, but man, I think it's the most interesting thing I maybe ever read in my life. The Divine Cosmos article. And, oh, show the pooch. All right, there's Loki, though. Hey, Loki. Look, Loki. Say hi to the people. DJ's like, I'll say hi to people. Do they have biscuits? And then there's Sophie. She's mama. She's a sweet one. She's always nice and quiet, watching her boys jumping around the truck. So anyways, oh, I ran into the most beautiful, you're welcome, most beautiful, a girl had the most beautiful fawn Doberman like Loki. Loki's a fawn Doberman, which are silver, and that's because when Louis Doberman bred Dobermans, he used Weimaraners as one of the breeds. So occasionally you get a silver-looking Doberman. And anyway, this guy's name was Remy, and he was just beautiful. And oh man, he was so energetic and excited. He was a 1.5 years old, and just a beautiful dog. Anyways, guys, hope y'all have a great weekend, and you know, good things are happening. Read that update and from Corey Goode and David Wilcock, and I can't see how you'd feel anything but great unless you're a Luciferian pedophile Kabbalist who has victimized humanity for a long time. So anyways, take care. You're welcome, guys. Thank you, and keep up your good work, because all of us are creating a positive timeline, and we are succeeding. We're going to continue to succeed, and you're going to continue to see these things happen more rapidly as we go. And I'm just really excited and feeling good. So you guys keep it up, because you're the engine behind all of this, okay? Through your thoughts and intentions, keep them positive. Man, if you want to envision yourself flying, literally, then envision it. And guess what? It's going to happen at some point, I bet, especially if enough of you envision that. And I'm actually envisioning, hey, how do I fly, but with my 3 dogs? So I'm like visualizing this kind of hard case that I can strap on my back. I have 3 Dobermans, you know, with just their heads sticking out, maybe with goggles on, you know, to keep the wind out of their eyes. I'm telling you, I know it might sound goofy, folks, but you are that powerful. You'll see, for those of you that don't believe it, and even if you don't believe it, just pretend it, you know, for as long as you can, and it'll come true. I know, isn't that cool? That'll be fun. And perhaps I'll even be, I kind of visualized, I'll throw this tidbit in, I kind of visualized, if you read Corey's update, you'll understand why I say this. I kind of visualized, perhaps me and my boys are going around trying to remove the existing reptiles from the planet. And I'm not talking about snakes and lizards. I'm talking about reptilian beings who have played a significant role in the oppression of humanity and trying to destroy and ruin this planet. So that would be cool, whipping around with my boys, because they're fearless. We're not scared of 10-feet lizards. We know how to take them out. And the dogs are a great distraction when it comes to that, because when you have 3 Dobermans nipping at your heels, and then you got me flying around with double walk swords, it's not a good place to be. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later, and you guys be safe too. Bye.